Hello everybody, it's Lisa Brown, Brown Eyed Girls Crafting. I hope everybody's had a great day today. See if anybody hops on. I'm a little further away from my camera, so I may not see all the comments, but Jeff's going to be here answering them. See if anybody hops on. It takes just a minute for those notifications to come on, that's for sure. I see one. Hey, Brittany. I can see a little bit. You're a little farther away from me, but maybe I can make out the comments. We are going to use some Would You Bin and some Prima. Hey, Judith. Some Prima design transfers that I got from Scrappy's Rustic. And I put both of the links to these products up in the description. Hey, Jeannie, or Janice. I'm a little far away here. I can't see. Hey, Debbie. Hey, Glenda. What I've got, I bought this at, I think, a yard sale. I don't know when. I was out in my building and I went out to get it. And I'm going to use this to put my paper plates on and my napkins. We have them in a cabinet. I'm coming here. We have them in a cabinet and I need cabinet space. So I'm trying to make some things that I can use on my countertop. And just put some stuff there. Hey, Leona. Let me show you what I did to one side already. I didn't put a base coat on it. I just used the raw wood and I put glue, let it dry a little bit, and then I put white paint on it and I let it crack.
Hey, Andrea. Hey, Patricia.
This glue is really good to use for crackle. That way you don't have to do a whole lot.
Hey, Mike.
And so I'm going to go ahead and tip it this way. And I'm going to show you what I did.
Hey, Janice.
I've got this where I can stand up and do it because I need to stand up tonight because this is a fairly big project.
Hey, Nancy. Hey, Susie. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Ellen.
So I just used some regular school glue. Let me get my drip so I don't go down. And I'm going to put a coat on it and I'm going to go one direction as best you can. Sometimes it's hard to do one direction, but if you can, you want to go one direction.
Hey, Char. Hey, Charlotte.
Hey, Char.
Hey, James Green.
I'm going to go all the way up, just like that. And I've already put it on my edges here because we're going to crackle the edges and we're going to crackle the top. I just painted the other ones.
Oh, thanks, Janice. Hey, we're doing good.
There we
Pam.
go. Okay. Now I'm going to take my heat tool over here. And tomorrow I've got to go to Muskogee, which is a bigger town, to pick up my medicine. I can only pick it up at one pharmacy, CVS. And we're going to stop in at Harbor Freight and buy me a bigger heat tool. So I'm just going to give this a little...
That other one's upstairs.
Huh?
I saw that other one upstairs.
We're upstairs. I didn't see it. I'm going to dry this just a little bit.
Hey, Linda. Hey, Faye.
I'm not going to completely dry it, but I am going to get it where it's a little tackier.
I saw it when I was looking for that grill.
Okay. And then we're going to go ahead just like that, and we're going to go ahead and paint. I didn't get a paper plate. Have Jeff grab me a paper plate because I need to put a thick coat of paint on this.
Hey, Rita.
Hey, Rita. So we're going to, Jeff's grabbing me a paper plate out of the cabinet, which I want to get him out of. That is just a little bit too far for me. Hey, Sherry. Hey, Debbie. Hey, Judith. Because when the kids are here, well, when the kids aren't here, well, even when our son-in-laws are here, they'll grab a paper plate. Emma and Layla's always grabbing a paper plate. Get my drip up there.
Although they're not usually grabbing one to eat with.
No. Okay, I'm going to just get a pretty good coat.
Hey, Sarah Mixon. Hey, Judith.
And I'm going to start painting up. I'm using a fairly thick coat of paint.
We bought 2 heat guns from Harbor Freight. We would not recommend the Warrior brand,
It caught on fire.
but the Bauer brand, which was a little bit more expensive, is really good.
Okay. Making sure I get enough paint on that. And I'm going to go ahead and paint my edges here because I have glue on these edges while I got it. Make sure I get all my edges. I think I went over to that far right there.
Hey, Mary Tayo.
Now I'm going to take my, let me get all my drips off there. And we'll take my heat tool and we're going to start drying this. And it'll take a little bit to dry. I should have got my blow dryer because it has the faster blower on it. I'm going to dry it a little bit and then we're going to go on to another piece and let it keep cracking. But I want to get it started.
Thanks for reminding me. I didn't sprinkle. I sprinkled. There we go.
There we go.
Hey, Sherry Patterson.
You can see that starting to crack.
Sherry decided to answer that one.
Do what?
Sherry decided to answer that one. It happens.
And I'm going to just get this half dry here and we'll let it crack on its own. And then I'm going to come here on the top, down these edges. And help it along just a little bit.
Thank you, Sherry.
There we go. Now I've got
Hey, Donna Sue.
this side right here on the sides. We're going to paint it. Let's see, did I put glue on this one? No, I didn't put any glue on this side. I just did the one side here. Just going to use my brush here and go all the way down. I did paint the bottom and I painted underneath the shelves. Let's see if I can get my glue on here. There we go. Come all the way down. Well, I finally finished up Heartland today. I didn't stay up late last night to do it. I got to season 15 and I finished watching the 6 episodes today. So now I'm caught up. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and come over and put some on this little piece going across. And you guys know how I like chickens and sunflowers. And I've already put glue here on the base piece here and on the insides here. Put a little bit underneath there on the bottom. Okay, now let's go ahead and take our white paint here. Let me get a smaller brush. Let's use this brush right here.
Hey, Lisa Hawkins.
I'm gonna go ahead and come up here. I might have got that side just a little bit too thick of paint, but that's all right. It'll dry. I'm gonna go ahead and paint that on. I'm gonna come over here to the top and paint up here around the top of the edges. And we'll go ahead and get this side here. And we might be able to do one side will be dry enough to do the one that I did previously. We may have to just let that one go. And come back and do the other side later. Okay, I got the bottom dry there, so I can pick it up by the bottom. Let me get this side over here on the edges. I told you I want to do my kitchen and farmhouse, and so this is how I'm doing piece by piece. And I did put that little box the other day in the bathroom, and I put the paper in it. Okay, I'm gonna just kind of let's see if I can go long ways.
So there's a piece on the place on the bottom side right. Don't forget.
Bottom side right. We'll go back and look at it when we get all this done here.
I think she's talking about right down where that paintbrush handle is.
Right here? Okay, yeah, we'll get that inside before we're done here. But I went on Tracy's Rustic's website tonight, and I probably shouldn't have looked, because she has some new stuff on there that I just couldn't pass up, so I can't wait to get it in. I love rice paper. I love decoupage paper. I bought a piece that I think I can use on a desk that I have in, or a, well, it's not really a desk. What is that in there we bought from Jeff? Like a wardrobe type thing. Okay, I'm kind of going over here and getting this side. This is kind of an awkward piece to crackle, but I think when we get it all done, it's going to be really pretty.
Hey, Gloria, we're doing good.
And I'm trying to go in a one direction stroke as best I can. Okay, I got all that. Let's turn it around. And let me see, where did I miss up here? Let me look. Oh, right down here.
Yep.
There we go. Is that starting to crack on that side over there? Looks like it is.
Looks like it.
From here. I may have to go in there and get my blow dryer to get it dry. Because this is just a little slower. Let me lift it from the bottom because I know the bottom's dry. Did everybody have a good day today? It was nice today here in Oklahoma. It was a little windy. It's a little cloudy well, it was a little cloudy before the sun went down. And I'm going to come on again tomorrow night because I need to do another Would You Been project. I kind of got behind this month on doing my projects. So we're going to see something tomorrow evening. Okay. Let me kind of smooth out my paint here just a little bit. And I'm coming up here on this edge. I know you can't see it, but let me see if I can turn it a little bit. Like right here. Try and get all the paint off of that paper plate there. Now I got this t-shirt from Bella Lily. I decided to go ahead and accept their offer. And tomorrow morning I'm going to come on before I go to Muskogee and show you all the t-shirts they sent me. Got some really cute ones and a couple dressy ones. Okay, I got that side, got this side. Got to get up here on the top. So I'm trying really hard not to get it paint on it. But this is a cute Freedom t-shirt. Probably should have moved this bench here behind me. It'd been easier to get to this. Okay, does anybody else see any place that I might have missed? I think we're good. Okay, let me get my dryer here. We're going to start drying this. Oh, you got my heat gun? Let me switch over to my bigger heat gun here. Let me move this one over. Let's see what we got. Whoops. Okay, this is one that didn't burn. Let's see if I remember how to use it. Okay, this is quieter, but it is a little hotter.
Hey, Teresa.
Oh yeah, this is making it crack really good.
Where did you find that?
Where did I find what? I picked it up at a yard sale, I think, or a thrift store, Goodwill maybe. I've had it for a while, and I went out the other day to look for something, and I saw it, and I thought it would make a good. Oh yeah, that's cracking really good there.
Hey, Lisa Simmons.
Higher the heat, the better it is.
No, I was not on today. They shifted my time again, and
He'll be going back on 3 days a week during the morning.
they're shifting my time back to the early time, so I'll be back on. Well, I'll be back on starting Monday, because Monday I go on at 4. I have dials at 4:30. So, but starting Wednesday, I'm back on that first shift.
5 a.m. You know, I probably should have crackled all the way down on the sides,
Hey, Connie.
because it looks funny just crackling the top.
Hey, Vivian. Compliments on your blouse.
Thank you. I got it at Bella Lily, and tomorrow I'll have a link for all of them. I really should have cracked all 3 of these. I may have to go back and figure out something, or put some black on them and make it look cracked. Okay, that's still wet right there.
Yeah, what are you gonna use this shelf for?
I have decided to put our paper plates on it, napkins, salt and pepper shaker on the top.
Hey, Dawn.
Okay, I didn't get any paint right here on this bottom. I'm just going to use my finger. There we go. And just a little bit on the bottom of that rail.
Thank you, Monica.
I really should have crackled all 3 of these, but it was hard enough to get it painted. I probably would have had a hard time with it. Okay, I know this side here is dry, so let's turn it up here, and let's try to dry this side.
Got some pretty good-sized gloves there at the bottom.
Yeah, I see the gloves at the bottom.
Hey, Nana Cat. Hey, Verlin.
There, let's see what we can do up here. That way we can get both sides done.
Yeah, I think she found this at a yard sale.
It was either yard sale or Goodwill, one of the two. I'm really starting to think maybe Goodwill.
I think it is Goodwill.
Maybe the Goodwill bins.
No, I think it was up at Sean Home.
Oh, it could have been. Like I said, I've had this for a while.
Yeah, keep your eyes on the Goodwill too. I've seen some people post Goodwill's asking ridiculous prices for some stuff here lately.
Yeah. Especially when it's all donated. That's the sad part.
Or if there's pieces missing and it's broken, and they're still trying to ask almost new price. That's crazy. Thank you, Marilyn.
Okay, let me turn this around. Make sure I get all my edges here dry.
Lisa, I'm making wings for my mom's grave. How can I seal it from the weather?
What are you making it out of? What are you making it out of? Okay. We're going to let this side right here dry just a little bit longer. And a piece of paper right there. Okay. I wish I had crackled these bottom two pieces, but since I can't crackle it, I'm going to mix up some...
Wood.
Huh?
Wood.
Some black pigment, I think. And just dry brush some on there. And let me set this over here real quick.
It's going to be tough to really seal something wood from the elements.
Oh, you can put a...
with the sunlight and everything, but you can put lots of...
put a coat of polyurethane on it.
Yeah.
Some outdoor polyurethane. And then let it dry. I'd put a couple coats on it. You can use the spray polyacrylic, but it's not thick enough. You really need to get one that you're going to paint on, brush it on. Okay.
And even then, after 3 or 4 years, you're probably going to want to come back and reapply it.
This is Poshmark Pigment Infuser. And I just cut a solo cup here. And I'm going to get a scruffy brush and do this, I think. That's a wet one. Let me see if I got a dry one in here. There, got the dry one. And I'm going to take I didn't bring a paint thing. Is this black?
Yeah,
This is black.
Some of the Dollar Trees are $1.25 trees now, or $1.50 trees, or...
Can you get me I need something to take a little bit of this pigment out. Like a plastic fork or something, or plastic knife. I didn't get what I needed here. Hey, Deanne. Jeff's gonna grab me a plastic spoon or a plastic fork or I don't think I have a... Oh, wait, here. I've got a knife in here. Okay, I'm going to take a little bit of this. I don't need a whole lot. And I'm going to I just have a medicine syringe here that I'm going to keep in my craft supply and not put it back in my drawer. We've got a ton of these because of the grandkids. And I'm going to take, oh gosh, about 1 ml. And I'm going to stir this up.
Yeah, I saw a post just like that, Kathy.
What's that?
It was an item from Target, had the Target price tag, and the Goodwill price tag was actually more.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you really have to watch. You can't just depend on them to be cheap anymore. Hey, Kelly.
Hey, Shirley Rice.
I think this one was black. I'm hoping this one was black. Yep, it's black. Had to look there. Anyway, I'm going to stir that up. Let me put my thing away. And we'll use that here in just a second when we go back in and do our deal. I'm going to put this little piece right here on the handle. And I'm going to go ahead and paint it out white. And I see a small brush here. And I'm going to paint it first because I don't really have to heat this one up because it's a pretty level surface. But I will heat it up just a little bit because I need to glue it down. And I'm just going to put one of these. These come in a package of 2. And I'm just going to use one of them because this is going to set up next to the wall. And I'm not going to put one on the back so I can save a piece for another project. But you could put both of these on if you wanted to. We're going to dry this, then I'm going to put a little bit of black on it because I'm going to make it look a little old.
We used to have an old Ben Franklin 5 and dime, pretty close to where I grew up at. And the cool thing was, I mean, they actually had stuff in there for 5 and 10 cents.
We had a Hunter's 5 and 10 growing up. We weren't big enough in Stillwell to have a Ben Franklin, but we had a store called Hunter's 5 and 10, and they had stuff like that. I can remember going in there as a kid. They were really nice people. Okay. Just kind of dry brushing some white on here. Making sure I get all these edges. See. Isn't that cute? That's a pretty piece.
I remember buying my first yo-yo from that Ben Franklin 5 and dime and being so disappointed because it wasn't nearly as good as a Duncan yo-yo.
It wasn't.
No.
Okay, I'm going to take a small brush here. And I've got 2 little sunflowers right here. And this I'm just going to paint. I've got some yellow here that we used the other night. And we're going to use a little bit of orange. I can't see what those... I wish I could see the comments. I can't have the camera back this far again. Somebody said they had a lot of Ben Franklins.
Diane Ham said they still have a Ben Franklin back on Cape Cod.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think that one in Rockford's even in business anymore, is
Oh,
it?
no, it's long gone. Diane says Connie from Connie's Creation calls the Dollar Tree the 5-quarter store.
Yeah. Isn't that a cute little sunflower right there? Because you know I like roosters and sunflowers. And I'm just painting this a really pretty yellow, and I'm gonna add some orange in here.
Nana Cat, did they pick Malik Willis yet? Do you know if Malik Willis got picked up yet?
Was that a ball player?
Yeah, it's the NFL draft today.
Oh.
And Malik went to Liberty.
There's
where
one.
Lisa and I went.
Really?
Yep. I think he'll go in the first round. He's
Okay,
good.
got a little bit of orange there. Or yellow. Not orange, yellow. Hey, Vicky.
I hate to be this way, but I hope he doesn't go to Detroit.
Why not?
He'll get beat up in Detroit.
Okay, I'm just...
Detroit needs a lot of help. Their football team does.
Get just a little bit of that yellow out of there. And I'm leaving that center, the tan color for right now. Because I think I want to put some metallic rose gold in the middle of it.
There's still I guess a Ben Franklin in Duncanville, Texas.
Really?
Okay, Nana Cat, thank you.
Okay. I'm surprised you're not watching it.
I'm helping you.
Oh, sorry. I actually would probably like to watch that. I said I would actually probably like to watch that. Okay, got this one, a really pretty yellow. And I'm not going to wash my brush out at all. I'm going to leave it dirty.
Hey, Peggy.
Hey,
Duck.
Peggy. I'm going to take a little bit of this, what color is this? Pumpkin spice.
Hey, Vicky, me too. Glad the weekend's here.
Probably got just a little bit too much here. That's all right. We'll tone it down. I should have Took a little bit more off my thing here.
That's funny, Lisa.
What's that?
Lisa Thompson says, I'm new here and it's throwing me off with all the comments saying Jeff and Lisa because my husband's name is Jeff and my name is Lisa.
See, I put just a little bit of orange in the center of that. I'll tell you a funny one. When I worked in the middle school, and there was a teacher, and they're not married now, but her name was Lisa, his name was Jeff, and they had 2 daughters at that time, and no, I was at the high school. We both were at the high school, and Jeff said, how do you say? He came in and he said, what's this rumor going around about me and my wife Lisa having twins? And I told him, I said, well, I don't know about you, but Jeff and I are having twins because we had just found out. Jeff worked at the post office, and one of our friends, Mary, she told somebody in the post office, she said, Jeff and Lisa's having twins. Well, didn't Jeff's mom or Lisa's dad or somebody worked in the post office or something? I don't remember, but there was somebody there that worked in the post office. And
when Bruno Boyce was a substitute.
Yeah, that's what it was. One of her brothers was a substitute. And he called Jeff and said, you guys are having twins. And of course, it wasn't that Jeff and Lisa. It was this Jeff and Lisa.
Hey, Mary.
Trying to see if I have some here I can... I had some gold paint here. I'll tell you what, let's just look in my bag of acrylics here.
A big.
I know I got some brown in here.
Acrylics.
This is what I use on when I paint with Char. Oh, and by the way, Char's group now is a free group instead of a subscription group. So go look for Paint with Char.
Feel free to go and paint your pants off.
Because she has a free group now.
Hey, Nancy.
And watch everything that we've been painting, and you can go in and learn to paint as well.
Lisa has lots of fun with painting with Char.
I do. Okay, I'm putting just a little bit of brown right in the center of that. Not a whole lot, just a little bit.
Sunflowers come in many variations.
You see this little yellow? We're going to dry those.
Hey, Crystal.
And let me put that in water. And let me find a scruffy brush here.
Char, I'm just going to tell you, Lisa gets upset if she doesn't get to paint with you.
Yeah, if we're not home yet, it bothers me because I want to be on there to paint. Okay, this is that pigment, the black pigment.
And she doesn't want to do it on replay. She wants to do it live.
It's fun when it's live. And I'm going to take a lot of that off. And I'm just going to kind of brush the edges right here.
Hey, Cindy's Creations. How's Cindy today? Sherry, glad you made it.
We're going to have to get those Mevo cameras up. That way they can see better. And see out here, I'm just brushing those edges right there just a little bit. And if you can see...
Just giving them a little definition.
A little bit of, a little bit of definition with this rough brush. Okay. Let's set all these pieces over here. Let them dry. And since I didn't crackle...
Thanks for sprinkling, Sherry.
Since I didn't crackle the bottom 2 pieces, I'm going to go in and I'm just going to put in some black on here. Just to make it look a little...
Aged.
With this scruffy brush. And I'm going to show you what I'm doing here. Let me turn this around.
Well, I don't know, Sherry. Let me just see. How you doing?
Doing good.
She's doing pretty good. I'm doing
Nah,
pretty good.
I made my granddaughter cry today.
Yes, she did.
She broke my heart.
Big mean Gigi.
For some reason, Layla today wanted to be mean to Emma. And I was on the phone with Char. And Layla just hauled off and hit Emma. And Emma knows not to hit her sister.
Layla's kind of going through an ornery streak.
Yeah, Layla's going through that ornery stage right now.
She's going through an honor stage, but she still has,
her feelings on her sleeve.
yeah, a tender
And
heart.
I didn't really yell at her. I just said, Layla, go over there and get in the other chair. And of course, her big old brown eyes start to tear up, and then I felt bad because I wasn't really yelling at her, but just being stern with her to go get in the other chair. Okay, I'm going all the way in here, and I'm gonna have to put some spray polyacrylic on this since I'm gonna use it in the kitchen.
They will, though. They get to kicking each other with their feet if they're both sitting too close to each other and all that stuff. Typical sisters.
Yes, they are.
Hey, Sue Adams. We are doing well. Hope you're doing well.
Okay, I wish I could show you here this up close. If you can see in there where I went in and just put in some black because I didn't crackle those bottom two, it looks a little bit aged. And I'm gonna go ahead and come up in here. Find my pigment here. And I'm just taking a lot of this pigment off because I don't need a big black glob.
You don't want a big black spot.
No. And I'm just lightly kind of scrubbing this on a little bit. Then I'm going to come up here on this inside part.
That's two of Lisa's favorite things to do. She likes to crackle and age stuff.
But I knew I couldn't crackle the inside of this because you just can't get in here very good.
Oh, they've already got each other's backs against the world.
Oh, they do.
They just don't necessarily hold to that with each other.
They kind of remind me of the twins. They would argue back and forth. But now, Emma.
Don't you raise your voice to my sister.
Lauren and Haley weren't the typical twins that were just on each other's.
They didn't rely on each other.
Yeah, they didn't rely on each other. They were their own person because we'd raised them to be their own person. And if anybody would be mean to one of them, they took up for each other. And even more so now than when they were little.
And you didn't want both of them on you at the same time.
No,
Their big sister found that out early on.
Okay.
We're trying to remember. We think we picked this up at Goodwill.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
I'm pretty sure we did.
I got just a little bit too much right there. I'm going to take some of that off, but it really kind of makes it look like it's crackled.
It was a Goodwill in Siloam, and if you went back to the back right-hand side of the store, it was on the floor next to some picture frames.
Yeah, I think it was. Now she mentioned it.
I seem to remember that.
Okay, I'm just putting a little bit of this black on here just to make it all look like it's aged.
And Lisa didn't see it. I did.
Yeah, I think you did. And I was like, what am I going to do with that? And we went ahead and got it. And that's why it sat out in my building for a year or so.
And there's a lot of things out there in the building just waiting their turn. Their turn will come.
Okay. Now, I'm going to see if I can get this up really close. If you can see where I put some of that black in there. To kind of make it look like it was crackled. Okay, let's put this right
kind
here.
of like it's worn from use.
On this side right here.
In the guitar world, they would call that relicking.
Relicking. I'm going to put this little rooster on it.
Roostar. He's not a rooster.
And I'm going to tip it up just so I can get it on there.
He's the roostar.
Even.
He's the star of the roost. He's the roostar. That's where they came up with that name. You know that, right?
Oh, I don't know where they came up with that name, but I'm sure you're going to let me know.
Yep.
And I'm going to take that and I'm going to just sit there and I'm going to start rubbing
I'm making it up, but it sounds good.
that rooster off. And that is a pretty yellow, orange, and black rooster. Let's see how we're doing here. The nice thing about this, if it's not coming off, you can just lay it back down.
Burnish it some more.
Oops. Just gonna keep going around that edge.
Yeah, Sue, I am finally starting to feel better.
You don't have that cough anymore.
I've still got a little bit of throat clearing and a little bit of coughing, but not bad at all.
Not like you did.
And I need to get some energy back. My energy levels are just not what they need to be.
What?
Uh-oh.
I cut my fingernails and I wished I hadn't. Okay. Whoop.
Just a little
No,
bit
that's
of
all right. Okay, I'm going to just take the back of that and I'm going to just go over it real good.
For sure, Sue, for sure.
And there we've got that on that side. And then I'm going to take this, let me dry it just a little bit.
Sunflower serenade.
And let's put a little bit of this wood glue on it.
Oh yeah, we had the twins would do the she's looking at me and all that stuff. Yeah, oh yeah.
I'll tell
She's
you.
looking at me. She's in my room. We even had she's wearing my underwear one time.
Yeah.
That was a bad.
I bought those.
That was a bad fight.
That was the fight.
They were angry.
When they
You'd think we didn't buy them underwear.
yeah. When Haley had bought a house in Oklahoma City, and Lauren moved to Oklahoma City to finish school up there. Haley was done. Lauren had another year to go, and or semester.
On one of
And
her
they were
multiple
living
degrees.
together. So when they would go buy clothes, isn't that cute? Just like that. I'm going to put just a piece of tape over it to hold it for right now, because I want to get this other side. Oh, thank you, Sue.
What did you glue the? Yeah.
Wood glue, just Tight Bond Premium wood glue.
I just didn't see you do it. That was my own curiosity. That was my question.
Yeah. When Lauren moved back to Fort Smith to finish her nursing degree,
Degree number 2.
they decided they started going through the clothes and trying to split them up. And so they were, like, you could have this one, you could have this one. But when they would see each other and one of them would have one of them on,
Hey, isn't that mine?
they would go, yeah, hey, isn't that mine? And whichever one had it would say, no, you lost that in the divorce. So they divorced their clothes.
Yeah, they did.
And I had to laugh. Then Haley would go, or Lauren would go, oh, yeah, that's right. I gave you that one because I took this one. But divorcing their clothes. You lost that in the divorce. But they literally had different friends in high school, ran in different circles, had different interests, but you could not tear them apart.
No, defended each other tooth and nail.
Yeah. In fact, I know they talk every day. Sometimes we don't hear from one of them,
Oh, they talk multiple
but I know
times.
they talk several times a day.
Yeah.
And right now, Haley is in Maine. Well, she should be coming home this weekend, or back to Oklahoma. And I asked Lauren the other day, I said, have you talked to Haley? And she said, no, and I hope she hurries up and comes back to Oklahoma because she doesn't have cell signal and I can't talk to her. So I know they're missing each other.
Well, and that's one of the reasons I'm glad I'm going back on first shift, because Haley would call me on her way to work.
Yeah.
I miss
And
those-
Lauren would too.
Yeah, I miss those phone calls.
This one's pretty. Okay. Peel this up really easy.
Oh, I'll bet, Mary. I'll bet.
Okay, I'm going to take that and just kind of rub it all on.
Scrappy's
Isn't that
Rustic.
one cute?
Scrappy's Rustic says, this piece is so awesome.
Ah, thank you, Scrappy. Tracy is super, super sweet.
Is she one of the Sixers?
Yep, she's one of my crafty Sixers.
That's what I thought. I hate to assume, but I thought so.
Uh-oh. I blew it off the table.
Oh.
Let me dry this paint on this one. And we're going to put some wood glue on it. And we are just about done with this project. We're going to put the front piece on.
I was wondering how long that question took a while.
What's that?
Where did you get the transfers?
I got them from Scrappy's Rustic. Hey, Tracy.
And it wasn't Scrappy that asked either.
No. Tracy, put your link in here.
Hey,
I've got it on my description, and I didn't think to copy it to put it in here. But she has got this one, sunflowers, pigs, cows, horses.
She's got all kinds of stuff.
I'll get my package here in a few days, and I'll show you everything I bought from her tonight.
Yeah, literally tonight.
I went on to grab the link for this transfer, and man, she had a lot of new stuff. Okay. Now, what side do I want? I think I'm going to put it on this side because I like the look of this side better.
You have that side facing out?
This side's facing out.
I like the way that bottom shelf looks.
Yeah, I do too.
Oh,
Okay.
get that.
There,
you go.
something's on it.
It was the brush.
I'm going to take, let's see, which way do we want it to go? We're going to make it go this way.
Excuse me. Let me see if I can.
And I'm just gonna use my finger here.
Doggone it, I messed up. Of course, it's not letting me pin it. I'm an admin. I don't know why it won't let me
You just
pin.
hold it on, your finger on there long enough.
I did that. I'm telling you, it won't let me pin. Doggone it. I lost my comments, Lisa.
Okay.
I did so good. Was doing so good.
Okay, let me see.
Let me see. I'm going to try it again.
Do I have that on there straight? Can you see?
No, it's too low on your right-hand side. There you go.
Well, yeah, it fell down on me.
Yeah.
Okay, let me hold this for just a second here. Ah, thank you, Sarah. Just going to try to scroll down and pin her link here. There, right there.
I see it, babe.
No, you're not pinning that. You're not pinning that. You pinned the wrong thing.
Just hold on, Lisa.
Now, pin.
Is that the right one?
Yeah, pin. Pin. Don't block her, pin. There we go. There's a link to her website.
Don't be getting all anxious on me.
Okay, I'm going to tip this back just a little bit so I can make sure I have it even. And I'm going to take a dry brush here and get all of my glue off of the edges here.
That's the link to where Lisa got the transfers.
Yes. And if
And
you
from
want the
Scrappy.
Would You Bin link, it is in the description to where this scroll here is. Okay, I got all that out. I'm going to dry this just real quick.
And the wood you bend is just a really super neat material to work
Yeah,
with.
it is. It bends. You can cut it. You can sand it. Right now I'm
Hey, Jackie Miles.
I'm
the
drying
shelf,
the glue so
the
it'll
shelf
stay.
came from Goodwill. We're almost certain. I'd say with a 99% probability, the shelf came from Goodwill Enterprises in Siloam Springs, Arkansas. Hold on. There we go.
Got it. Okay, I got some more glue squeezing through up through here. Need to get a Q-tip is what we need, or a toothpick.
Good night, Lisa.
There we go. Isn't that cute? You just have this little scroll right here.
Jackie, she's going to put her paper plates and napkins and all that kind of stuff on it.
Yeah, tomorrow I'll take this out and I'll put a coat of polyurethane on it or some polyacrylic. And I got this side over here because I love sunflowers and I love roosters.
Turned out super good.
And there's what we got. Right there. Isn't that cute? I just love that one. Absolutely love it. Anyway, we're going to get 4 names there. Jeff's going to, can you scroll over and get 4 names?
Nope, lost my comments.
Let me see here. We're going to grab 4 names real quick.
See if I can do it without messing everything up here.
Jeff's going to try to scroll there.
Mary Gross. Saw that one, did you?
Yeah, I did.
Mary
Tayo.
Tayo.
It's a Mary night. Diane Ham. And last one, Monica Stewart.
Let me see if I can scroll back up now.
There we go. We got our 4 names here.
Are we drawing Monday for the...
And we're going to draw on Monday.
Okay.
Draw on Monday. You going all the way down there?
I'm trying to get back to where we're current. There we go.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, Shawnita. Shanta. That's right. It sounds like our brother-in-law. Shanta. Thank you, Debbie. Anyway, guys, we're going to hop off here, and I will be on in the morning about 10:30 showing you the rest of my t-shirts right here that I got from Bella Lily. I got some really cute ones, and then I'll be on again tomorrow night with another Would You Been Craft. Don't know what it is yet. I got to look up for something. But I know it's going to be with another transfer because I've got so many transfers from Tracy that I want to use. Thank you, Gloria.
Wow.
What's that?
Malik still hasn't been picked. That's crazy.
Malik.
From Liberty.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Have a great night. Yeah, you guys have a great night, too. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Can you hit that button? Because I can't reach it. He's going to have to hit it.
If I can find the right button. Where is it?
Down the corner.
Down here?
Mm-hmm.